Imagine you're running like a massive sports bar on Super Bowl Sunday, or managing the AV for a high-level government briefing. You decide to plug in just one extra monitor to mirror the main feed, and suddenly every screen in the room goes completely black.
Yeah, that is the ultimate nightmare scenario.
It really is. So today we're taking a deep dive into the $320 metal box designed to prevent that exact digital catastrophe, which is the Atlona AT-ROND-H2212 Rondo 1x2 Distribution Amplifier.
Right, because the instinct is to think of video cables, like old school speaker wire or, I don't know, garden hose. You just splice it, run it to two places, and maybe the volume or water pressure drops a little bit.
Like it just splits the signal in half?
Exactly, but HDMI and 4K digital signals just do not work that way at all. They don't degrade gracefully. You hit a digital cliff.
So it's not like you just get a fuzzy picture?
No, not at all. If the data packets drop or the devices fail to authenticate, you don't get fuzz. You just get a black screen.
I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, like a home plumbing system. Instead of using a cheap plastic Y-splitter that literally halves your water pressure, this amplifier ensures both pipes get the absolute full, uncompromised 4K pressure, right? Like the quality doesn't drop at all.
That is a great way to put it, because this is where the distinction of an active amplifier comes in. A cheap $15 passive splitter from a big box store just takes the raw signal and tries to shove it down two pipes.
Right. It's like a teacher trying to shout a complex physics lesson to two separate classrooms at once.
Yeah, exactly. And eventually someone misses a crucial word, confusion sets in, and the whole lesson just derails. Because digital video isn't just a broadcast, It requires a continuous two-way conversation between the source and the display.
Oh, right, the digital handshake.
Exactly, the handshake. It relies on something called EDID, or Extended Display Identification Data. The source needs to know exactly what resolution and frame rate the monitor can handle. So when you passively split a signal, those handshakes collide.
Oh, so the source just panics.
Basically, yeah. The source gets confused by two different monitors yelling different requirements, it panics, and it shuts down the feed entirely.
So the Atlona unit acts like a dedicated tutor for each classroom, basically stepping in as the mediator so nobody misses a word.
It actively manages those handshakes. It talks to the source, takes the pristine 4K video, regenerates the signal perfectly, and then conducts individual authenticated handshakes with each of the two destination displays.
Wow.
So there's no packet loss, no confusion, just two flawless 4K images happening simultaneously.
Wait, I have to stop you right there for a second, because $320 for a box that just sends one video to two screens. I mean, you can buy an entire 4K television for that price.
I know it sounds steep when you look at it like that.
It sounds totally absurd for someone listening who just wants to, hook up a gaming console to a TV and a PC monitor. So defend that price tag for me.
Well, for a basic home gaming setup, you might take your chances on a cheap dongle. But look at the ecosystem this Atlona amplifier lives in. We're sourcing this from HDTVSupply, right? They're a global provider that's been operating for 25 years.
Right, so they're not selling to a kid upgrading a dorm room.
Exactly. They supply government agencies through federal GSA schedules, and they engineer these sprawling commercial setups that link, like, up to 160 TVs into complex video walls.
Oh, wow, okay. So when the game goes into overtime or a classified briefing is underway, a dropped handshake isn't just a minor annoyance.
It is a completely unacceptable disaster. In those commercial environments, you aren't paying for extra features. You are paying for professional-grade DNA and uncompromised reliability.
So you install it and forget it.
Right. This hardware is built to be installed in a rack and run flawlessly 24/7 without anyone ever needing to power cycle it or jiggle an HDMI cable. It's industrial-strength signal integrity.
Which really highlights that expanding your digital footprint, even just from one screen to two, clearly demands specialized infrastructure if you want to preserve that data. You really can't just split the wire and cross your fingers.
No, you need the computing power to actually back up the data throughput.
Right. Which brings up a slightly terrifying reality when you look at the rest of HDTVSupply's catalog. I mean, they are already heavily featuring 8K HDMI products across their site.
Yeah, the 8K push is getting huge.
It makes you wonder how soon the jump to 8K is going to make high-end 4K amplifiers like this one completely obsolete. Like, are these massive commercial spaces about to be forced into yet another incredibly expensive hardware revolution?
It's a very real possibility in the next few years.
Definitely something for you to ponder before you upgrade your next display.